By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to create your own custom models that you can use in the games that you're creating in Roblox Studio. Let's get started. So we left off with importing other models that were created by other users of Roblox, but in this lesson, let's show you how to create your own models. So let's say you wanted to create maybe like two pillars or a pillar at each ends of the bridge here. So in order to add parts together to create a model, what we need to do is add the parts one by one first. So let's start with a block. And so we have the block there. And let's go ahead and change that brick color. So now we've got like a light blue. And so what I'm going to do is I put the pillar here. And what I need to do is scale it and move it so that it's the right kind of pillar length here. So now we've got like something that looks like a pillar. And I'm going to put a sphere on the top of that and join those two parts together to create a model. So when I added the one part, now I'm going to go ahead and add the sphere. So there's the sphere. And again, let's change that color to, yeah, maybe like a purple. That sounds good. Okay, and then I'm going to move this so that it sits near the top of this there. And you can tell that collisions are turned on right now, so I need to turn those off. So can't collide, I'm going to turn that off. So now I can actually touch the block that I made there. And so let's see if we can get this a little better here. So let's go to the move, and I'm going to move by 0.5 studs at a time. That'll make this a little finer. There we go. So now we've got something that looks like a pillar, and let's make this a little bigger. There we go. Good. So now we've got a pillar, and maybe we want to change that color so it changes. Maybe we want to change the color of that so it's the same color as the bottom, or very similar. There we go. Okay, so we have a pillar that we have there. Now, these are two parts. So in order to create a model, these two parts, I'm going to select both of them. I drag and I select both, or you can select both parts in the Explore tab. They're both selected, as you can see. And you're going to go up to Model, and then to make the model, you're just going to click on Union. And this fuses two parts together to create a single part. Okay, so now that union was created in the Explorer. So now instead of these being two separate parts, they're one part. And I'm going to rename this union Pillar. And so now I've got a pillar at the that I can move, and you can see I can just move the entire thing. And you notice the whole thing scales rather than just one part at a time. Now, in order to, if you ever need to separate these again, you can go up to Separate, and then now it'll be two parts again, but I'm going to undo that. I'm going to go back to the model. One thing I want to point out is that you're going to want to anchor this so that it stays in place and it doesn't fall apart on you. So you want to go down, select the pillar, and then you want to click on Anchored. So that's going to make sure that the model does not fall apart on you during gameplay. And then you can see if you want to turn Can Collide off, you can, but I'm going to keep that on for now. So I want this to be something that they will bump up against. All right, last thing with models is if you want to duplicate this model, you can just push Control D, and now there's two of them there. I'm going to go ahead and select one of them, and then I'm going to click Move, and then now you can see the other one is there. And now I've got two of the exact same pillar at the top of at the beginning of this bridge. And that was what we were looking to achieve when we created these models. And again, now you can click on the models and change any of the properties like we did with a part. So you now know how to create models and separate them if you need to in Roblox Studio. Your action item for today is to go ahead and create pillars that you would like for the bridge of this game. And again, you don't have to make them look like mine. You can make them look a little different, or you can use different material and then have fun with it. So I thank you, and I'll see you in the next lesson.